Humans are going back to the moon after 50 years. Here's everything you need to know. Now, the last time humans were in the moon was in 1972. That was around the Cold War between the US and Soviet Union. So basically, humans went to the moon not out of any scientific need, but because of politics. The US won, of course, with Apollo's 11. We remember Neil Armstrong? Yeah, the first man to set his foot on the moon. The US set up their flag and all of those kind of thing. Well, but that was pretty much it. Now in the modern era, you have SpaceX of Elon Musk, you have China, you have India. Everybody's trying to get to the moon. You want to ask yourself why? Well, the moon is no longer a destination anymore. It's actually a gateway. If you know, recently water was discovered. That means oxygen. So the moon is a big deal. The Artemis II crew that have just gone, we had the first woman and the first black man. That is actually a big win. But most importantly, let's be clear. The current Artemis II are not really going to stop on the moon. They're actually going to go and circle around the moon for 10 days and then come back. The reason is they need to be able to test the capabilities of the spacecraft. If this mission is successful, friends, the next mission will be humans going to settle. This time around, not to go and visit and come back to win and put a flag. NASA wants to return humans to the moon to actually stay for core, rigorous research and scientific work. Now, this is where it even gets more interesting. Have you seen the amazing pictures NASA is showing us of Earth? Oh my God, Earth is so beautiful. God made a beautiful creation. Well, people are saying that this is actually another blow on the face to the people that believe in flat earth. We call them flat earthers. Now, for context, these are people that believe that the earth is not spherical but actually flat. And these people get their idea from a literal interpretation of the Bible. For example, in Isaiah, you hear the Bible talking about the four corners of the earth. There was a time that the church, or it was universally agreed, that the earth was the center of the universe. You remember where Joshua said, "Sun, stand still"? And even I think a psalm, you hear the Bible talking about the earth is unmovable. This gives the impression that the sun is actually, the one rotating. So when the likes of Galileo came out to say, no, actually the earth around the sun, he was persecuted by the church. Why? Because again, a literal interpretation of the Bible. Now, a lot of people have used this to argue to say that this proves that the Bible is not actually authentic, which is where people like me, who are apologists, are coming to tell Christians, stop interpreting the Bible literally, okay? The Bible was written in a particular time, in a particular context, and the people that wrote their stories wrote to the limitation of their understanding. So when Joshua says, "Sun, stand still," you need to know that whoever wrote that story wrote from the understanding that the sun was actually moving. That doesn't mean the miracle never occurred, but rather the interpretation of the miracle. The moment you begin to look at the Bible as a history book, you make it difficult for the Bible to defend itself. So yeah, friends, keep flowing infinite grade for more updates like this. See you in my next video. Bye.